Hey people, hope we are good. I'm also doing fine, as you can see. It has been quite some time since we did our last video. The topic was that you are of value, and hope you've checked out my YouTube channel, you've watched it, and hope it has blessed you. If you haven't, kindly check my YouTube link on bio, and you'll be blessed. Today I'm very glad and I just want to talk about being kind to yourself. Yeah, I never meant to do the video today, but I felt spirit telling me that yes, you have to do it. Yeah, being kind to yourself. What does it mean, being kind to yourself? What is being kind? Being kind to yourself. Being kind to yourself. Yes. Being kind to yourself, how I can break it is just, to me, simply valuing yourself. Also putting yourself first, considering yourself first. Just imagine you have one life to live, one mind to live. So if you beat yourself so much, putting a lot of pressure on yourself, you ain't doing yourself a favor. And one thing in this world, you're the owner of your own happiness. No one will come to force you to make you happy. You have to create it. And it has to originate from within. It has to originate from within yourself. And in the era we are living right now, people are going through a lot of struggles in life, a lot of trauma, a lot of economic challenges, a lot of stresses up and down. People are depressed, life is hard, the economy is hard, things are not working out. But that's why we want to talk about being kind to yourself, baby. Don't live like you own all the troubles in this world. Learn to have that break once in a while in life, and it is really quite of value because a lot of people are crushed, and it's so saddening how people are responding to it. People have allowed these stresses to get into them, to put them down, to deprive their joy, and it's not really a good thing. Of past, I've been talking with quite a number of people, and they've been very stressed in life. They've been going through challenges. People have been disappointed, heartbreaks. I don't know what they are in. It is really very hard. I think it's reached a place in the world where the world is evolutioning. Like if you've learned of the evolution theory, whereby it's the struggle for the fittest, survival for the best, those things, like people are just selfish. It's all about them, my money, my food, my children. So people are not thinking about others. So people will break you for their happiness. People will do bad things to you for their own happiness. They don't think and consider about others. And this is really putting quite a number of people down. And let me tell you one thing. You know, when you get down, when you get depressed, all those things, you're not doing yourself a favor. In fact, you're losing so much. So I just want to encourage someone this afternoon. Learn to live above all that. Be kind to yourself. You don't own all the problems in this world. And the more you get stressed, the more you do all those things to yourself, you ain't solving anything. And it will not even solve anything of your challenges or of your crashing. So even no, like grapes get crushed to produce that wine. So it is for a reason and for a purpose. And you know, it reaches a point people say, oh, this God has tempted me so much. Why was I created? Why this? Let me put one thing clear, that God never tempts us. It says that in the book of James. It's the devil who really tempts us, who put us through torture, and all these things that are happening right now. You remember the times in which we are living in, the end times. And you know the work which the devil was meant to do in this world was to kill, destroy, and ensure you go through pain and all that. But our God is faithful. In fact, He says in the Bible that all that the enemy meant for evil, He will turn it for good in your life. He will come through your life. He will give you strength. He will give you power. Never cry so much when you're being crushed in life. Learn how to survive the crushing. I can encourage someone who is going through hard times in life or going through a lot of challenges. Number one thing, never try to struggle so much to make sense of why that thing you're going through happened to you, why your parents died, why you are heartbroken, why you're single, all those things that you want to talk, why someone did to you, why someone deprived you your job, why he had not given you that job. Don't struggle to make sense out of it. What you can do in that season, if you're in that season, is learn to survive, to live that thing out. Because the more you try to learn to survive, no, what can I do to make myself happy? What can I do so that I may not be thinking of this thing that can put me down? Hang out with friends who can make you laugh. Listen to good music. Like, find happiness. Do not just lie on bed there crying, thinking over it, crying over it, crying over it. It will not do you any good. So you have to learn how to survive it. Then number two thing is that after you learn how to survive it, God will give you strength to get over to your next level. So you trust God, you pray to God, you tell God to take preeminence in your life, to guide you in each and everything you're doing. And our God is so faithful. He'll give you strength, He'll give you power. It says in the Bible, there's nothing, no challenge that has overtaken you that isn't common to man. God is faithful. He'll give you strength. He will make you overcome. You're more than an overcomer. And our God is so faithful. He'll give you strength. He will fight for you. Will come through for you. He is a faithful God. So don't get so much stressed. Don't think, what can I do? Be happy. And there's this analogy I always use and will forever use it. We have our God in heaven who loves us so much. We are His children. The way our biological father will not feel so good seeing their children going through pain or going through a lot of stuff. Can imagine how more our God feels. And He'll do all He can do to ensure that you are out of that thing that you're going through. So put your trust in God. Learn to surrender to God. He's able, He's more than able, He's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can pray and ask Him. Do not get so worried. If He cares about a sparrow, something that even if He knows the numbers of our head, what more about us? You're more value. Like, you're an important person. God cares so much about you. So let not your challenges overtake you. Let not your troubles overtake you. Let not your pain overtake you. It's fine. It's okay to go through those challenges. It happens in life. But there is God in heaven who keeps on watching over upon our lives, and He cares so much about us. So I just want to encourage you. Put your trust in God. Number one thing, let God be your everything. In that situation, it says in the Bible that in prayer, let all your supplications be made known unto Him, and He will give you deliverance. You're not the only person who went through pain, who feel life has been crushed. Jesus went through the same. David went through the same. Paul in the Bible went through the same. In fact, David was saying in the book of Psalms 32:7 that Oh God, you are my hiding place. You shall preserve me from all trouble. You shall surround me about with songs of deliverance. What does that mean? It means also he was going through a lot of stuff, a lot of troubles. But he chose to put his trust in God, and he was reminding God, telling God, God, despite all this, you are my hiding place. Despite all this, you will preserve me from all my trouble. And when you believe the word of God, you find your peace. When you declare the word of God upon your life, you find your peace. Paul is saying, is it in the book of Philippians, I want to know Christ more, to